Welcome back. Today we're going to be watching what I think is the first Zorro movie. Let me check that. Okay, yes, it's the first Zorro film, and it's an adaptation of the 1919 novel The Curse of Capistrano. The success of the film that we're about to watch apparently convinced the writer of the Zorro novel to write more Zorro stories for about 40 years. Yeah, Zorro is like my favorite superhero, and only because of a single movie. The Mask of Zorro, which came out in the late 90s, I believe, starring Antonio Banderas and horny brown-faced Anthony Hopkins. I really like that movie. I think it's like the perfect little adventure film, and I want to see how much reverence it pays to earlier Zorro works, maybe the novels in general, and I knew I had to do a classic movie this week, so I figured I would dive into something that I'm a little familiar with, to get myself excited. It's currently 4:40 in the morning. I don't know why I keep doing this at such weird hours, but we're gonna do it. Hell yeah, that's what I like to hear. There it is, yep. I like that pre-talkie silent films are just essentially the books that they're based on. Who's this turd? So much of this is like a stage performance. The frame is used like a stage. Ooh. What we got? Uh-huh. I wonder who this little bumbling fool is. Certainly no superhero. Ha! This dude's a fucking goofball. He's doing the Batman thing. Where it's like, where Bruce Wayne's like, yo, Batman is dumb. And then he's Batman, so that's the bit. Was that a person in... Probably. Oh, I see. Yeah, be a piece of shit if you want Zorro to come out. Oh, that kind of harkens to the beginning of The Legend of Zorro, where the main villain is just kind of trying to execute random innocents from the crowd just to get Zorro's attention. I'm acting like this is referencing the newer Zorro movie, like it probably drew from this movie. Let's go. Let's do it. Oh, they scared of him. Let's go. Oh, he's got a gun. I didn't even realize the gun. So he banishes the rest of the villain's mob with the gun. And then attempts a one-on-one sword fight with Gonzalez. Let's go. Let's see what you got, homie. What was that? Oh, he's having a blast. Good for him. He's a little fucking prankster. King. Love Zorro. I like how this version of Zorro is kind of a little freak. A little creepy guy. Dude, I can't get over how Diego just looks like a little weirdo. I kinda love it. I'm sorry, I can't. What the fuck? He seems like perfectly nice enough. It's just a little bit of a weirdo, no? But you know what they say in 1920. Normal is just a setting on a... He's gonna try and woo her as Zorro. Oh no. Can't help but think in the book this was played slightly less comedically. It's the overacting of like the body language and stuff that you can't help, I assume, when you're filming on, you know, old cameras with no sound. I wonder if people in the 20s found it funny too, or if like we're so used to like the normal speed of things that this just looks funny. Give him a chance, love. He's super romantic. Look at her, she's giving him that. Oh, Jesus. Yo, men just aren't the way they used to be, bro. Men were men back then. They sent everybody to get that guy. And guess what? Zorro's got a gun. And that's gonna, it's the same shit's gonna go down that went down last time. Did you also study the blade? My brain is poison. The face acting is so good in this. What say you? No fucking way. Yo. Smooth, my guy. Whew. I like that the new version of Zorro is like, just like hot in every incarnation. And this version is like, when he's just Diego, he's kind of a dweeb. But when he's Zorro, he's like, kind of fine. I just had that thing that I always get when I watch old movies, where when I watch it for too long, I start to remember that everybody in the movie is dead, and it freaks me the fuck out. He's not a vulture. You're a fucking vulture. You're a parasite, rich fuck. God, you know, making movies must have felt so exciting. Like, at that point in time. Just being able to do, like, real-world acting. Like, 'cause, you know, a lot of the acting you would do beforehand would be stage acting, so it's like, oh, we have real animals in this scene. We have a whole set that we're building. I don't know, there's something about, like, actually doing something, like, on location that I assume would have been a lot more exciting then than it is now. Because, you know, the diminishing returns, right? Like, films are made all the time now, but, like, when they were new, and when the medium was only a couple years old, like, I would assume that it'd be a lot more exciting. But of course, once again, I've done very little reading on all of this stuff, which I should, and I want to start doing. So all the night scenes have some kind of like a blue filter, I guess, added, like, to the actual film strip. Oh, even the text. I wonder if that was like a mistake or not. Like, they just put it over that whole scene, so, you know, the text also gets covered in that little blue haze. Zorro, do something. He's gonna fucking break her arm. Ooh. You gonna do biter? Yo, sock this fool, Zorro. Ooh, good close-up. Love it. With this foot? You kidding me? He said, back the fuck up, dude. That's dope. Uh-huh. Grovel, motherfucker. That's so cool. Yo, he not only beat him, but he fucking humiliated him. Like, he threw his hat out the door and said, "Go get it!" Wow. Good for you, buddy. Good for both of you, honestly. Yo, I'm swooning a little bit, to be perfectly honest. It's really hard to watch this without a contemporary lens because, like, there's just so much that we do differently now. And even that other classic films did differently in just a couple decades' time. Like, this has such a stage performance vibe to it. It's hard to comment on it without being like, oh, that's weird. We don't do it like that now. It's really interesting that a lot of the silent films that have these title cards are adaptations of books because, you know, it's kind of in a weird transitional phase between the mediums. We can't do much with audio just yet, so, like, how much of this is justified in its move from book to film? Because I am reading half the film. Come on, go ahead. Oh no. My dude's doing magic tricks to impress girls. Oh lord. What the fuck is happening here? Nah. I can't read that. I see the word oppression at the end. Down oppression. And mistreat natives. Okay, I got the gist. Oh, it's Alfred Hitchcock. They got Alfred Hitchcock. That's Alfred Hitchcock. From, Alfred Hitchcock. I can't think of a single word to describe Diego other than just fucking weasel. Was he handsome for the time? Anybody from the 20s still around to tell me that, if he was handsome? Because I can't look at him without thinking he's like just a little rat man. Damn, yo, alright dad, shit. I knew it. I knew it. Preach it, homie. Oh! Wow. I don't think I've ever seen something like that before. Not the scary prisoners. Not the scary pores. Is this supposed to be nighttime? Because it's not. But now there's been enough shots that are filmed in the daytime that I'm starting to get confused as to what actual time of the day it is. The music has just informed me that this is huge. That was so sick. That is amazing. I'm assuming this is the big climax. This is what everybody really paid money for their tickets. Prince of Persia shit going on right here. Kick this guy. I half guessed it. I can see why the Zorro films probably became so notorious for their, you know, stunt work and stuff. Because this sequence, I bet, just kind of paved the way for that. Again, maybe the book had as much mention of it, but, you know, physically seeing it, I would assume, is what got audiences really excited about Zorro. If only you knew, if only... Can't even... That dive was insane. Oh, he about to take him on as Diego, am I right? Let's go. There you go. Get the oppressors out of there. Now she sees it. I just love how relentlessly horny everyone in this is. It's a good joke. Just kiss, it's okay. That was awesome. Okay, so that was the Mark of Zorro. Never seen a silent film before today. Long overdue. The action is really exciting. The acting, you know, the facial acting and the body language and the overacting almost, because there's still a lot of theater acting being done in these early films, because, you know, the sort of nuances of film acting hadn't been fully developed yet, you know, like we hadn't, I guess at that point, figured out how to portray the details of reaction and action, because, you know, the camera isn't, you know, the camera is close to your face, and so as that developed, as we kind of understood the idea of putting an actor closer to the camera more often, we started to kind of develop the nuances of performance for film, whereas stage acting could be more acting with the body and more acting in full. And it's not to say one is better than the other, it's just to say these are two different mediums. So, but yeah, also this being an adaptation of a book, I mentioned this briefly, that I think it's kind of funny that it still is kind of a book. It's kind of a picture book, almost, a moving picture book. We're able to kind of read the story while also experiencing all the physical stuff, all the action that they would normally describe in a book through film. And like I said before, it does make me kind of second guess the value, so to speak, of silent films as films, because they're still kind of in the transitional phase between book and movie. They're still kind of trying to figure out what they are, maybe. Maybe I'm speaking out of turn to say that, but that's the feeling I'm getting. But yeah, I'm so happy that I watched this, just because, like I said, huge fan of the 90s Zorro film, and I always wanted to know more about Zorro's cinematic legacy, so to speak. And I know there's a bunch of Zorro films, and I do have plans to watch the 1940 Mark of Zorro at some point in the far future, once I've gotten a couple more films on this channel under my belt. Just to see if it's a remake of this film, or another adaptation of the book, or if it's its own thing. Either way, like, I'm very intrigued to see that. But yeah, this was cool. I'm glad I watched this. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, I'll be back next week with something. Prince of Persia.